Hello friends, in this video the topic of discussion is operator overloading of the star operator, that is the multiplication operator, and we will describe this operator overloading in determining the whole square of any expression like a plus b whole square. So we are going to determine the result of a plus b whole square, the formula which is very common formula in our childhood days, and that can be implemented by applying the operator overloading of the star operator which I have used in this example. So let's go to the example at once and see what I have done over there. So this is the program in which I have implemented the concept of operator overloading of star operator. So let's go to the beginning of the program. Hash include iostream using namespace std class exp. This is the expression, and this is the class expression, that is exp, having two data members which are private, int a and b, public. Under the public section I have used one constructor, a default constructor, exp, having no argument, and it is a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. So it is going to initialize both the data member to the value 0, and after that I have taken the operator function. I've just declared the operator function over here and later on defined the operator function outside the body of this class exp. So int operator star having no argument. So this star is being used here as a unary operator, and this unary operator, since this unary operator is being implemented as a member function in this example, so we need not specify any explicit argument as the implicit argument. Only one argument is required, and that is being passed by this pointer, that is by the calling object to this argument list as an implicit parameter or an implicit argument. So we are not going to give or supply any explicit argument to this operator function. So hence there is no apparently there is no argument as such in this function prototype. So here void input is another function, void output is another function which we have declared, and after that I have written the function, I've defined the function input in this manner, that is we have taken the input of the data member values a and b from the user by these four statements, and after that output displays the value of a and b in this way. So after that the interesting part, that is the operator function, is being implemented in this fashion. So the logic, please note it friends, the logic is here like this: int is the return type, and exp is the class name, scope resolution operator. This is the operator function operator star having no explicit arguments. There is no visible arguments over here because the calling object will be passed as an implicit argument by the help of the concept of this pointer. And int, this is the variable answer which I have written over here, that is I've taken int ans as an integer variable in which I have assigned this calculation, that is a star a plus 2 star a star b plus b star b. So this is essentially nothing but the formula, expanded formula of the a plus b whole square which we have studied in our very childhood days. So this is the implementation of the a plus b whole square formula, and whatever is the result is being result of the calculation is being assigned to this ans integer variable, and after that I am going to return this ans integer variable by this line, return ans. So in the main section, so let me go to the main section and explain it to you. exp e1 and e2 are the two objects being created. These two object creations will be invoking the default constructor, and after that, that is e1 a and b, both of e1 will be initialized to 0, both of e1 and e2 will be initialized to 0. Int ans is the integer variable which I have declared here, and e2 dot input is something which I have invoked the input function by this object e2, that is we are trying to get the a value and the b value from the user in case of this for this e2 object now. So this will invoke the input function which will help us to take the value from the user. After that we are going to show the output of e1 by this function, whereby we are going to display the a value and b value of both a value and b value of E1, and after that we are going to display the a value and b value of E2, and after that we have applied the most crucial part of this example, that is answer is equal to star E2. So star E2 is nothing but the operator star being applied to this object E2. So essentially what we are doing in this case is that whatever is the a value and b value of E2, that will be the input to the calculation done in this manner, that is the calculation of a plus b whole squared. So suppose if we give one value of a and another value of b, they will be calculated in this fashion, and the answer will be assigned to this variable. That means the answer will be assigned to this variable in this case, and whatever is the answer will be displayed by this statement, answer is equal to ans. So let's see whether that works, whether we our expectation really being seen in the output of this example program. Let's go to build and run and see. We find that the enter the value of a, that is surely this is the a value of E2 being asked from our side in order to give input from the standard input device. I will drag it a little bit towards the right. That is this one, E2 dot input. So I enter the value of a means a of the E2 object. So we suppose I am giving the value of a to be 2, and so after that enter the value of b. So this is b of E2. So suppose I am going to give the value of 3 to b. So this 2 plus 3 whole square means 5 whole square, that is, you can easily imagine it to be 25. The result should be 25. And let's see what comes next. Say this, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. This is nothing but the E1 dot output result. E2 dot output displays this one that we have supplied from the keyboard, that is a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, and after that we get the result from this statement, answer is equal to 25, which is exactly the expected answer. So I think I have made everything clear as far as this program is concerned, and still if you have any doubts in your mind regarding this example, you can well post your doubts and queries into the comment section below so that I can address them. Thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to DigiGuide. Thanks again.